Yeah. Peace. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Substantial Sundays. Feels good to be back. Yeah, we're gonna vibe out until some folks show up. All that good stuff. Y'all enjoy the tunes in the meantime. Yeah. Peace. What's going on? My name is my name. What's going on with you? All right, Calvin. What's going on? Peace. Joshua. Peace. What's up? Good to see y'all up in here, man. All right. Griselda. Peace. What's going on? It's just something real quick. Yeah, man. I know I've been I know last week I couldn't do it. It was a lot going on. Last week was Sherm the Barber's birthday. So we were over at his spot celebrating and stuff. And we wanted to do the workshop. I'm not about to say the workshop, focus on something else. We wanted to do the show, but yeah, man, it was so much going on, so many people. It would actually really been dope if we could have done the show with that many people there, but it's all good. But yeah, man, I was planning to do it when I got back from his place, and then just so much going on, man. I had a lot on my plate to get ready for the following day, so I decided to cancel last minute. My apologies for that, but we back today. Snowstorm and everything. Peace, Carlos. What's going on, King? All right. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate the birthday wishes as well. Yeah, last week, last Monday was my 40th birthday. You know what I'm saying? And then the missus, her birthday was 2 days after mine. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I appreciate the birthday love. Thank y'all. But yeah, a lot going on, man. It's a lot to update y'all with, and so bear with me because I'm solo, so that means I'm manning the ship, trying to get a lot of different parts going, because I got a lot of music to share with y'all, man. A couple of updates on new stuff that's coming out, a lot of shows, a lot of stuff in the works right now too, man. Low key, yeah, some big stuff, man. Like some really, really big stuff that I'm dying to share with y'all. But I'm waiting for some paperwork to get done and some other things. But it's a really good look. Some of the stuff that's coming up. But yeah, man. I hope y'all are doing well, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. If it's your first time in here, make sure you say peace. Make sure you let us know where you're tuning in from, and then the most important piece, always share the link. All that good stuff. Hey, Jake, man, I appreciate that, man. I'm definitely, I feel like I'm the type of artist that, like, I really feel like it's silly to kind of like try to hide my age in front, like I'm younger than I am, trying to compete with like younger dudes and this, that, and the third, man. It's like, I just really feel like the type of music I'm making, like no matter what age you are, no matter what like walk of life you're from, there's something you can connect with. You feel me? So I feel like, I'm not out here, just kind of like doing a whole bunch of foolishness when I'm making music, man. So it's just, it's one of those things that, I wear it as a badge of honor because, if I'm keeping it 100 with you, like I really didn't expect to be here, you know what I mean? And I'm not even talking on some music stuff, just, life and circumstances, different things I experienced when I was younger. Sure, I've said that a bunch of times on here, but, that's real. So I tell the youngins I work with all the time, it's like, yo, I don't get overly sensitive about like old jokes, oh, you an old head, this, that, and the third, because for me, it's a badge of honor, man. The fact that I survived, the fact that I was able to overcome the struggles from where I was from and still be here sharing what I do, still look, was it how many years later, 26 years after I recorded my first demo, man, still able to make music, still able to share, what it is I love doing, still be able to rock a stage, with the best of them. And so you know, it's a blessing, man. So I'm grateful, you know. But yeah, man, peace to everybody that's up in here. I see we got some folks from Oxon Hill High School. I see PG representing up in this joint. That's love right there. Just tune. You're not late at all. You're not late at all. We only started about 5 minutes ago. So Pete, let's get into some things, man. Typically, Sherman would be the guy breaking down like the latest music and stuff, what he's been listening to. If I'm keeping it a million with y'all right now, I haven't been listening to a whole lot outside of the stuff I'm working on. I got a lot of stuff I'm writing to right now. I got this collab I'm doing with this producer out in Europe, this brother named Miko. After I finish this new song that I'm doing with Miko, that's going to feature A1, which will be the second song I'm doing with A1. I got a new song to knock out with the homie Nitsua, which is due real soon. So working on that. And for those of y'all who've been paying attention, man, I know I ain't really posted a lot about it because I've been ripping and running. New music just dropped from them homie Kenichiro Nishihara. And so make sure y'all check out his new album, Elastic Afterwards, I believe the title is. Currently, and this is major, currently the #1 album on Apple, #1 jazz album on Apple Music / iTunes in Japan. And so I'm blessed to be featured on 2 of the tracks on there. It's the #1 jazz album in the country out there on iTunes. And that's a good look, man. It's really, really dope. So check out the brother's album. In fact, I think I got a link for y'all. Yeah, there you go. Bang. That's the link right there to check out Kenichiro's album. Make sure you support that brother. He's actually going to be on my next project that's about to come out, Recompositions, which, if all goes smoothly, will be out next month. I've been putting that off for a while because I've been trying to finish up a lot of stuff. But let me catch some of these comments real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. Hell yeah, man. Love the message you sent. Been loving the new stuff. Jake, I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Hey, what's going on, Chris? Good to see you up in here, man. Ice Keller, what's going on, family? Have you heard of Avondale Bowling Club? Nah, not familiar with that. It's a jazz rap album, and it seemed like something you love. Hey, I'm going to look it up. Good looking out. Definitely when this video, when this live broadcast ends, just drop it in the comments so I don't forget to check it out if you don't mind. All right. But yeah, good looking out. Uncrowned Otaku, peace. Good to see you up in here, fam. Let's see, man. Like so many treats. It's like I don't know where to start. Oh yeah. By the way, if there was a song I was supposed to break down this week or last week, because I've been trying to make sure I do this every video. Make sure you drop it in the chat right now. We can go ahead and take a vote, see which song y'all want me to break down at the end of the feed, and we'll go from there. It wasn't me that hadn't heard of Neve. It was Sherm. Sherm hadn't heard of him. Sherm wasn't happy. Sherm wasn't happy. He wasn't digging him too much. Yeah, like there was like a joint that like started out cool, but he, I feel weird speaking on it for him. I'll let him kind of elaborate next time, but he wasn't thrilled with it when he heard it. It's I mean, and if I'm keeping it a million too, man, a lot of the stuff in the jazz rap scene is kind of like it's hit or miss. Like sometimes the music's great, but the MCs aren't. And truthfully, man, like even when I listen back to some of the tracks I've done, there's certain joints I love and I'm really proud of it. There are others where like I wish I could go back in and had another take at it. And that's mainly because, I think that's every artist that feels like that. But it's also because sometimes you're working with people who have a particular sound in mind. They want you to sound a particular way on their beat, as opposed to just kind of sitting back and letting you do what you do. You feel me? And so, yeah, man, but that's, that's my take on it. But yeah, Mugen, I mean, he's cool. Like, I mean, and it's no way for me to say it without it sounding like I'm trying to shit on my man. But like, he's cool. He ain't my cup of tea, really. Like, I don't really. And if I'm keeping it a million with you, it's not like I sit around and listen to a bunch of folks outside of the homies I know in my lane, I don't really listen to a lot of the cats in the jazz rap lane. Like it's like most of the time when I'm really like playing music, I'm driving long distances. So it's like I don't really want to hear nothing super chill. Like, you know, it gotta be loud, ignorant. And then if the family in the car is like, it's probably something my daughter want to hear, something my wife want to hear, something that we all can vibe to. You know what I mean? So Apollo Bebop, I am familiar with. Shout out to remind me the rapper's name. I know this dude's name. Yo, they're dope. They got like the whole band and everything. And I'm familiar with the MC because him and I was building before. Because he did a track where he sampled my voice. And yeah, BTE, Brian the Earth. Brian the Earth is dope. Like, I really, really mess with that dude, man. I had the pleasure of building with him. You know what? So look, I'm gonna put some stuff out there. I'm gonna put some stuff out in the universe, right? And I'm pretty sure he don't watch the live feeds because I will remember. But Calvin, you can be the first to tell him. So look, all right, folks, let's get into some announcements, right? So number one, Marcus D and I are planning to hit the road this year. I know we took last year off, but next year we're planning, this year, 2019, we're planning to hit the road. More than likely, we'll be doing a West Coast tour. As far as me, you will be able to catch me at a few spot dates around the country, different things. I'll be posting more information about the spot dates I got going on. But the only official tour right now that's in the works right now is a West Coast tour. So per usual, and I know a lot of other people around the country be frustrated when we don't come their way, but it's one of those things, man. Like, we got to go where we have the largest concentration of fans, or we go where there's a great promoter who can get us in front of the people who vibe out to our type of music, and also can pay us what we deserve to be paid. Because a lot of people want us to come their way, and we can do that. But sometimes the bread ain't what it need to be for us to take that type of trip. You got to understand that me and Marcus don't even live in the same state, let alone the same country. Marcus is traveling from Tokyo. I'm traveling from the DC area. It's usually $1,000 or more just for us to hop on a flight anywhere. You know what I mean? So a lot of thought goes into it, and we're real selective with where we go. But we're definitely looking at doing a West Coast tour. And the reason why I said Calvin to give him heads up on something, I'm gonna holler at him because, man, I think if we do hit San Diego or LA or something like that, it'd be dope to have him at the show rocking, man. I'm a fan of what he does and stuff. I've been kind of loosely following his stuff for the last maybe 2 to 3 years. Yeah, like I think I got introduced to him in 2015 or 2016 through Senator's Tempo. So as far as the tour is concerned, the tour will likely be in the summertime, mainly because I got a lot of stuff lined up already for the summer, and there was this big event that we just got tapped for, which I can't tell y'all about just yet because the contract hasn't been inked. But once that contract is signed, I'll be announcing what that is. It's not even on the West Coast, but it'll basically be a big enough event to allow me to bring the homie Marcus out, so that way we can hit up a couple cities in the U.S. So if you're a promoter that's watching, or you're somebody who connects with venues and stuff like that, and you want to see us come your way, definitely reach out. We'll try to work something out, all that good stuff. All right, so that's the first big announcement. West Coast tour in the works for the summer. Maybe a couple of other spot dates around the U.S. No promises, but keep you posted. All right, let's see. Questions I missed, or statements. I just found out this dude named Slutty Sonny that just dropped the album. I was looking forward to it and ended up being extremely disappointed. He's an emo rapper. Yeah, I mean, and I don't really have, if I'm keeping it a million, it's not so much that I'm not like anti a particular vibe or certain type of rapper. Like, if you're nice, and I mean really, really nice, and then I love the production too, yo, like I rock with it, man. Like, like I like a good balance of both. Great production and dope MCing. And I feel like a lot of weak rappers, man. I feel like a lot of weak ass rappers get the pass, man. I feel like sometimes I give. I ain't trying to throw none of y'all under the bus, but I feel like a lot of dudes who really ain't that dope be getting the pass because they got solid production. But their rhymes be, their rhymes be weak as hell. And so, I mean, and I just can't get into it. You know what I mean? So I feel you, man. I've been disappointed. I see a lot of hype around a particular person. You hear their stuff and be like, but you don't really support what I do. But this is what you love. I mean, people like what they like. Who am I to judge, right? I'm pretty sure I could run down a couple of songs that I dig that y'all clutching the pearls of like shot. You know what I mean? Guilty pleasure joints and just some joints that I just actually just love, and they ain't always conscious, they ain't always jazzy. It's dope to me. You know what I mean? So live your life, be great. Can you do Beyond the Stage breakdown? It's one of my favorite songs. Ooh, that's it. All right, so we got one suggestion so far for breakdown for Beyond the Stage, which I would love to break that down. I think that could be cool. So give me a couple of, you can give me another suggestion, somebody, or if y'all want to hear a breakdown of Beyond the Stage at the end of the joint, just go ahead and stamp that in the oh yeah, that's right. I didn't do Alone in the Rain. That was, I think, the last one I was supposed to do. So all right, so we got Beyond the Stage or we got Alone in the Rain. So we got 2 votes now for Alone in the Rain. All right, let me see if I missed the only emo rap I like is Lil Peep, R.I.P. His gym class song got stuck in my head for a couple of days. Stan, if you haven't already heard them, I really do recommend Styles of Beyond, Demigod. I'm familiar with Styles of Beyond and the Demigods. Shout out to the homie Rise, who's down with Demigods. Demigods, well, Rise in particular, I've done a couple of songs with from the Demigods. So, all right, so right now we got 2 votes for Alone in the Rain, and we got 2 votes for Beyond the Stage. So let me know what it's going to be. It said some of the best are Self-Titled and Apathy. Yeah, I'm familiar with both of them. Let me see what else. Hey, just wanted to say I recently discovered your music through hey, that's what's up, man. Shout out to Andrew. He's really good folks. And I've fallen in love with it. I've been going through your discography and it's been like opening a treasure chest. Hey, Clueless Drifter, I appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Oh man. Yo, we're neck and neck, folks. Like we got 4 votes for each. It's still tied. Still tied. Mugen, who was it you want me to link you with? Are you talking about Rise? Yeah, and then Ice Killer saying the beat from Alone in the Rain is a remix of Stroll With Me from The Garden. Yeah, so Rise, yeah. I will try to find a link of his music and throw it in there, Mugen. Can you talk about Spilled Milk track? Ooh, that would be a good one too. I feel like we're gonna have to hold Spilled Milk for another time because right now we got like 4 votes for Alone in the Rain, and then we got 4 for Beyond the Stage. They said that song is insane. I've never heard about the producer. Yeah, Sly Funk Dust is dope. How did that collab come about? I'm gonna answer the question real quick, but I'm not gonna do a full breakdown today. So the way I linked up with Sly Funk Dust was through the homie Odyssey. Odyssey basically was executive producing my record, Home Is Where the Art Is, and Sly Funk Dust is one of the producers that submitted to him. He sent that particular beat and some other joints, and that beat was just insane. And I was like, yo, I really feel like this is the intro for the album. And so, yeah, when I heard it, man, I knew I wanted to do something with it. It's one of my favorite songs to perform live. It's a tough song to do live too because it's kind of like it's just the perfect intro, right? But like, I try not to always intro with that song because it's like, it feels like you're seeing the same set over and over again. But yeah, man, shout out to the homie Slop, shout out to Odyssey as well. All right, so we got 5 votes for Beyond the Stage. And so oh nah, I just feed my name being slick. We got 4 on 4. So if anybody else come through with another vote for Beyond the Stage or Alone in the Rain, we'll go from there. If not, what I'll do is we'll do Alone in the Rain this week, and then we'll do Beyond the Stage next week, since Alone in the Rain was supposed to get broken down on the last one. You know, you almost got me. You almost got me. Up, Alone in the Rain it is. I mean, you know, we got 5 unless somebody come through and break it up. But let's see. Matter of fact, you know what? We're gonna do the breakdown now. Let me do that because I got music I want to play for y'all, and I know I'm gonna forget it, and then a lot of y'all aren't gonna be on there. Hey, here comes Steven Flossie making things difficult and tying it back up right now with Beyond the Stage. Steven, I got you on Beyond the Stage next week. We're gonna go ahead and do Alone in the Rain. All right, so real quick. All right. Here's the breakdown for y'all. Alone in the Rain, produced by me, featuring Mason Lieberman and Stephanie Gale, which is the artist formerly known as Steph the Sapphic Songstress. So that particular song / beat has literally that song has been in the works since about Jesus. I want to say that song's been in the works since like 2009 or 10, probably 2010 is when I first started working on that beat. So like 8 years ago, I was working on some collab stuff with the homie Definition. Definition is the producer of the song My Favorite Things. So the roads that you hear on the song is actually some roads that he laid down and was like, yo, take this, make a beat out of it. And so shout out to Definition. So I've been sitting on that for a while. So I produced a beat with it a while back. And the beat was okay back then. And I took a stab at making a song out of it back when I first did it. And it was called Alone in the Rain, even back then, 8 years ago. And the beat wasn't as great as it could be. But I had a vocalist come through, sing on it. Shout out to the homie Word Slave. He's a rapper / poet / vocalist, super talented dude, another PG native. And he basically came through and was just, he came through, killed it with the vocals. I went, mixed it, still didn't love it. I didn't love it enough to put it out. This is back when I was extremely self-conscious of my production. So that was part of the hold up, man. I was working with, still am working with like some of the greatest producers doing it right now in indie music. And so it makes you question a lot of what you're working on. Like, it's my best stuff. I don't know. Right. And so anyway, fast forward, within the last 2 years, I started really getting my production chops up. And that was one of the beats I went back into. And after like